Hello everyone, I'm Sean. Alright, and this is Everyday Food Reviews. Today we've got another instant noodle cup review. This time we're looking at cup noodles, wok style soba, chili flavour. So this was recommended to me by Lineage View, and I had a little bit of trouble finding them because he'd said soba spicy noodles. So I said to my friend Alex when we were in the call it the Taipan supermarket. I keep forgetting the actual name of the supermarket, but it's the Chinese supermarket below the Taipan restaurant. I said, I'm looking for these soba spicy noodles, and she said, that's not a brand of noodle, soba's a type of noodle. And we couldn't find them, and I messaged Lineage View and he wasn't too sure. And then Alex messaged me later that night and said, is it these ones in Tesco, the cup noodles soba? And I sent that to Lineage and he said, yes, those are the ones. So I got these in Tesco for £1.15. So these are prepared a little bit different to any other noodles that we've looked at before. It's most similar to a pot noodle, but even then it's a bit different. You'll notice I've got this lid. This lid has drain holes on. So it comes with this lid, and then you've got a foil lid like a pot noodle, and then you've got a single sauce sachet. So you just fill it up with boiling water to the line, wait 3 minutes with the lid on. Sorry, fill it up with boiling water to the line on the inside of the cup. Put the lid on, wait 3 minutes, and then pour the excess water down the sink. And then all of your seasoning is all in the sauce sachet. That's the only flavouring or anything you've got. It's not all powdered like most of the other noodles. It's just in the sauce sachet. So you add that, and then mix it up, and then it's ready to go. So we've done that. You'll see these are pretty dark. The sauce sachet was completely black. So I'm excited. When I make a pot noodle, I normally make it quite dry because I don't usually like all the liquid in there, but the other types of noodles we've been looking at recently, they're meant to have a soup with them. So I've been putting in the right amount of water and enjoying the soup with it. These ones are completely different. These are very dry, which is cool. I mean, it's good to just have something different, and I think this sort of suits what I thought was my preference with noodles. I have been enjoying the noodles with the soup and everything lately, but yeah, we'll get into these. Cheers. So yeah, it says wok style noodles. That's why it's not got any excess water or anything. So if you're doing noodles in a wok, they're going to be cooked and drained and then cooked with the little sort of stir fried in the wok, I guess, and add seasoning and sauce added at that point. It tastes like spicy wok noodles. It's actually really quite amazing how much these taste like wok noodles and not like instant noodles. I'm really impressed. These are really good. It's a 92-gram pot, so it's a bit. I think that's about the same size as a king pot noodle. So that's cool, because they're normally about £1.50. So the regular price of this is a bit cheaper. If I saw these for under £1, I'd buy a few of them. I'll probably buy one or two for £1.15 just because I think they're that good. But in terms of objective value, I think if you're spending £1.15, better off with those big bowl things, especially if you can get those other ones in Home Bargains that I looked at the other week, those kimchi ones. Because there you're looking at 90p, and it's a much bigger bowl and it's much more like a meal. This, you're probably not going to have as a meal. It's going to be more, instead of a pot noodle, it's going to be twice the price of a regular pot noodle when it's on offer. Because if I'm buying pot noodles, I'll buy 12 from Costco for £6 or £7, or I'll buy them when they're 50 or 60p each in the supermarket. So this is pretty much twice the price of one of them, but it is a bit bigger and it's just so much nicer. So I'll buy a few just because it's so much better. But in terms of, just the value and the convenience, it's a bit more inconvenient because you need to drain it out, but that's part of what makes it better. So, say for example, you take these to work, you're going to need to sit there in the kitchen or the canteen or whatever and wait for 3 minutes before you can drain it out and then take it to your desk. So it's a little bit less convenient in that regard. It doesn't have the fork with it, like some of those big pots we've been looking at. But I've hardly had to let this cool down. Those big ones you have to let cool down a lot because you just got all that boiling water. This one, you're draining away most of that and then putting in the room temperature sauce packet. It's pretty much ready to go. Yeah, it just tastes like a quality product. This is something, if I went to a takeaway and they gave me a portion of spicy chili noodles, and it was just literally this, but in a tray instead of a pot, I wouldn't think anything of it. I'd think, yeah, those noodles are alright for a few quid. £2.50 for a little portion of noodles or whatever. So in that regard, it's really good value. It's just absolute quality. I really enjoy these, so thanks Lineage for that. I'll definitely be looking out for these on special offer, or for a bit cheaper. They are a bit spicy, they're not massively spicy, but just eating the whole pot like this, it is building up. My lips are tingling a little bit, my tongue's tingling a little bit. But it's not something unmanageable. No, I'm a massive fan of them. If you've not had them, pick them up. Especially if you avoid the things like the shin cut because you don't like the soup. And if you avoid things like a pot noodle because, they're a bit crap. Try this one. This one might do it for you. I'm really impressed, really blown away by it. So yeah, thanks again Lineage View for recommending it. I might try the other flavours, but then at the same time this chili one's really good. Might just stick to this and get a few of them. I'll have a look in Costco, see if they do these, and see if I can get them. I think I'd rather pay 80 or 90p for this than 60p for a pot noodle. But if a pot noodle's 50p and this is £1.15, then it's a pretty tough choice, to be honest. But yeah, this is better. Absolutely, it's just more expensive. Yeah, thanks very much for joining us. Again, let us know what you think of these noodle cup reviews. We've still got a few more in the cupboard to look at. I'm still enjoying doing them, especially if we're getting more recommendations like this. So fire away with those if you've got any. And we'll see you next time. Cheers.